Tere tulemast Alaskalle, Los Angelesse este selts, president Meriste ja Eesti endine peaminister Ratas. Olen Alaska osariigi esindajatekoja liige Andrew Gray. Vabandust, minu eesti keel on väga halb. No nii, let's speak English.
It's such an honor to address you guys today. I'm very, very grateful. Alaska was purchased from Russia in 1867. We did not become a state until 1959. However, this building that we're in, the Alaska Capitol building, has been the capital since well before statehood. And we are proud of our Capitol building, although it is certainly not as grand as many other state capitals. And my son and I were in Tallinn, Estonia this last summer, and we visited the Riigikogu, and of course that is a much more beautiful historic building than really any in the United States. Most of the buildings in Alaska actually that are still standing, were not constructed prior to 120 years ago. So the fact that Tallinn has so many buildings that are hundreds of years old, some as 700 years old, is so impressive. So I know we don't have time to do a huge grand tour of our building today, but I want to show you the House of Representatives Hall. So we're going to start walking that way. I think most of you know that Alaska has a border with Russia. You may not know that at the closest point, it's only 4 kilometers. So really, between Alaska and Estonia is just one country and 13 time zones. Well, now we're on the second floor, the floor where the big action happens in the Alaska Capitol. I wanted to tell you a little bit about my personal relationship with Estonia. I had been living in Alaska. I grew up in Texas, but I moved to Alaska right after college. And through a series of events, I ended up in Europe in 2001. And because I loved Alaska and I loved the far north, I was really interested in the countries of the far north. And that's how I ended up in Estonia in 2001. I started off as an English teacher there, but it was maybe 6 months after I arrived that I auditioned for Eesti Rahvusmeeskoor, and I sang with the Estonian National Men's Choir for a couple of years. We recorded 3 CDs, one of which won a Grammy. That was the one we recorded with Paavo Järvi, the Sibelius Cantatas. So I'm very proud of that. It was really one of the most wonderful times in my entire life. And I will always be grateful for the amazing life experience that Estonia was for me. I do have a friend, an Estonian friend here in Alaska. It's kind of a funny story. Long after I'd left Estonia and was living in Alaska again, I was singing with the Anchorage Opera, and we were doing a costume fitting, and there was a woman there fitting us for costumes, and she said her name was Kaie. And I looked with a perplexed face and said, Kaie? And she said, I know, it's an unusual name. It's an Estonian name. And I said, Tere Kaie, kuidas käsi käib? And we have been friends ever since. I just wanted to say to all of you how thankful and grateful I am to speak to you today, how important America's relationship with Estonia is, how important Alaska's relationship with Estonia is, and I want to thank you all for listening today.
Palju õnne vabariigi aastapäevaks. Ma armastan sind, Eestimaa. Suur tänu, sõbrad. Nägemiseni.
Oh wait, I forgot to show him my socks.